get out on the road. Or not.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Trying to make a turn. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Crossing 2 lanes of highway traffic. It's always fun. Oh, here we go. Hold on to your butt. Beep, beep. So, hi guys.
Hi guys, it's obviously our favorite, or one of our favorite times of the year.
Fall is coming. Fall. Leaves have begun to change a little bit. It's not, you don't have the fiery reds and yellows yet, but it's coming.
Yeah.
We're getting just a little bit of a hint. So we're going to go up the parkway towards where I work. It's quite a little drive, and we're going to look for houses near my job today so that I don't have to drive an hour every day to work and then another hour back.
That's true, guys.
And look at this, guys. You can see the sun on our vlog. That's the word, vlog. The sun is actually out. Proof to all of those who have called me a vampire. I'm not a vampire. I do go out in the sunlight. I'm a day walker. I love this drive. I love to come out here and just look at the mountains and the horses. They're not out in their pasture right now, but I do see the farrier truck over there, which I believe is John, the guy who trained me. So, darn.
Yeah.
Should have gone to the farm and said hi.
We have a guest speaker.
Yes.
It's a fly.
It's a fly.
Fly.
Sorry, his personal microphone is a little bit buzzy.
Because of the fly. Let's all laugh. But I never knew that the U.S. is still into horses until such time that I moved here in the U.S. It's always like, you know, when we see movies and series and whatnot, I didn't know that there's like a trend still in the U.S.
It's an entire subculture here.
Yeah. I think every state has their, you know, the agriculture side.
Yep. Even in New York, there's a ton of horses, just not in New York City. The horses that are in New York City are primarily cab horses or carriage horses. And that's not a very good representation of the horse community in America. Some of them are very well treated, actually. Some of them really aren't, but the horse community at large is doing a lot of work to try and get that taken care of, honestly. But, yeah, most TV series and stuff, movies, they're always in the big cities. It's New York City or Vegas or someplace like that.
Florida.
But yeah, more Florida, like Miami Vice, CSI Miami, CSI Las Vegas, CSI New York, Blue Bloods. Of course, most of that's like police shows. What else is out there? Well, even like the, you know, ER, I think was...
What do you mean?
Well, what I'm saying is all the police shows are definitely in big cities most of the time, unless you count Longmire, which is my favorite TV show.
How is it related to horses?
Well, what I'm saying is the TV shows never show that, really, because they're all in the big cities.
Yeah.
Most of the TV that you see, you know, in other countries, that's American TV. Most American TV that we watch is Chicago, New York, LA, big cities.
Yeah.
So you don't really get the feel for what really is one of the, I mean, the vast majority of the United States is rural. So it's really a major element of who we are as a country. And you don't get that feeling from watching TV and news most of the time. If you're in a foreign country, you get the big news from the big cities and the big shows from the big cities, but you don't get the rural element very much.
And somewhere along the road, you get fake news.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
especially if you're living in a different country, you really can't confirm what's happening in the U.S. or in other countries until such time that you move in the actual country.
Yeah. Well, even then, you don't. A lot of people don't confirm what they.
That's true.
And for me, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you have conservative news, liberal news, whatever. My number one rule is don't trust the news. You know, you You want to know what's going on in Congress? Read the congressional minutes. They're online. They're required by law to be there. You can go there and look them up and read the whole thing. You know, take your time and actually find out what's going on. And, you know, I think we'd all get along a lot better if we'd all stop listening to the news and do our own research.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter which side you're talking about. They both have an agenda, and both sides are going to spin it their way.
There are a lot of channels that sensationalize the news, and there are also good channels that, you know,
Mostly online channels
yeah,
that are more, most of that, you know, most of the stuff on the TV isn't very accurate, or it is, but they make it look the way they want it to. They report the news, but they omit certain bits of information, or they focus more on information that is not necessarily fully confirmed to try and push their agenda. Online news, a lot of the time you can find some pretty good kind of balanced sources that are really doing the research and are willing to admit that, you know, something doesn't look good for their personal agenda. But make no mistake, everyone in the news has a personal opinion on everything. And, you know, you got to weed through it. You got to look at all the different sides and try and figure out, you know, who's really telling the truth. Because personal agenda will affect the way you report, I think.
yeah.
You report it, it affects the way you think, and so it's going to affect the way you look at any story.
Does it affect the way you live?
I think it affects you the way you live.
In some areas.
In some areas, yeah, your personal opinion affects the way you live. Because it does affect the way you think, and the way you think affects the way you live. So, yeah.
So
That's our...
a 101 guide to watch news.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Jonathan Preston's guide to news watching. Don't believe the news. Find out for yourself. Question everything. Hashtag question everything. Does that work?
So we're in the parkway.
Yeah, we're in the parkway. We're heading up.
Look at this very scenic view, guys.
Gorgeous. I love this.
Some trees doesn't have leaves anymore.
Yeah. Some of the more spring-related trees, the warmest weather trees, they're already starting to lose a lot of their leaves.
They
You're going to
look
start
like
seeing some color
Halloween.
change here, though.
What?
Some color change right there. I mean, you got some
Yeah.
yellows showing up and stuff.
It's still pretty.
It is still
even if
pretty.
it's
It is.
brownish.
Yeah.
So this is the first phase.
Yep.
First few phase of fall.
Yep. The very beginning of it. And we're coming up on, this is one of our favorite overlooks right here. You walk down to the river there, coming up on a bridge here that you can see the river.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and pull it off and show the river off to the side here.
So guys, here is the river.
You're going to see it here in a second. Welcome to Roanoke. Everywhere you go, you see a railroad track.
I think it's also a big part of Virginia's history.
Well, it is. It's a big part
US
of,
in general.
yeah, American history in general. We've got entire television shows dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell on
And
Wheels,
maybe
great show.
We can tag your uncle's video.
Well, that's naval though.
Oh, that's naval.
Yeah, he works at the Norfolk Naval Shipyards. Also a very big part of U.S. history and Virginia history in general. You know, one of the most important shipyards during World War II. I think during World War I as well. Norfolk's been a major hub for a very long time. It's actually where a lot of the NCIS shows take place, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the original NCIS with Gibbs, that takes place in, well, I think, I want to say that's mostly in Bethesda, but a lot of the episodes, they go to Norfolk. And they've actually filmed in Norfolk before. My uncle's been there when they were filming, so. Although they usually don't actually film on the military base, they film on the private side, and they just kind of mock it up to look like military.
Is it a good time to run? Is it a good time to run?
Yeah, this is probably one of the best times to run because
The weather is very cool. It's similar to Baguio.
yeah, it's not super cold. It's just cool. It's 50s to 60s every day. Right now, some days it's been a little. We had some exceptionally cold weather for a little while, but
It's boot season.
It is.
And jacket and sweater season.
well, for you,
For me at least. Yeah.
it's long sleeve shirt season for me. But it'll be jacket season soon enough. And there were a few days I wanted my jacket or vest on. So, and tonight I'm sure I'll be putting my vest on at least.
Okay.
One eternity later.
So this is house number 1.
Hi guys.
2 beds, 1 bath. It's fairly new. Nice size.
I like it. So I can still smell a little bit of the paint smell.
Yeah. This should be the living room. There's a closet. So this can be, the living room, and then the dining area, and a tiny kitchen.
So this is something I like to look at right here, particularly on these older houses. Now this is obviously old, and they've got some new paint here, but this is, you want to see this. You don't want to see the little round glass fuses. Not that those are necessarily the worst thing, but if you've got this, it's a newer system. These are better than the old fuses. That's why we switched to it. So hot water here looks pretty good. Seals look good, pan on there. So, receptacles. Alright, this is what you want to see, 3, not 2. It's better. So, floors look pretty new. They might have just put these in. And some of it's, it's definitely not a brand new place, but it's fairly nice. Good amount of light coming in general. So, let's see, everything looks pretty good here.
Pretty good here.
Pretty good in there. Does it flush?
It flush. It looks new. Everything looks new.
Yeah, that does. He said he just put brand new stuff in here, and it is. It looks real nice. So, tile work isn't bad. Looks nice and clean. Oh, safety outlet in here. So we won't have the problem that Mom had at her house,
Why?
because we have a safety outlet.
Oh.
So it won't blow up on us. And we have DirecTV that we can get if we want right out there. We're not getting paid by DirecTV, but we have a satellite dish. This one's $745, so this is actually on the higher end of what we're gonna get in this area as far as price. But it is recently remodeled, and the heat pump was just refurbished. He even gave me the name of the people who did it, so we can check with them. Stove needs to be moved back over here where the 220 outlet is, but where's that for a dryer? He said the stove and dryer, or the washer dryer hookups were in the kitchen, so I think that's actually for the dryer because the vent's right there. So we've got a 220 outlet there. And yeah, I can see the 220 outlet back there for the stove. So stove is pretty new.
I wonder if we can.
He said he just bought this one, so not bad. You want to know if we can move the refrigerator?
Yeah, but we're still.
Yeah, you can't get to these.
It's fake.
He's glued them shut, probably. They're not fake. He's probably just sealed them. He did just put this outlet in, or not this outlet, this fixture in, he said. So it had one of the old tube, what do you call them? Can't think of what they're called right now. I'll post it later when I think of it. Actually, metal sealed shelves in the cabinets. I love these old cabinets, actually. These ones need to be, I think I would want to do a little cleaning and sanding on them if it was my own house, but I love the look of these old things. My grandmother had cabinets like this, and I have a little bit of nostalgia with them. So,
We're good.
I think we're good on this one. Say bye for now.
Guys, there's a squirrel.
Asia's favorite animal.
My favorite animal right now is a squirrel. It's so cute and fluffy.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Squeak, squeak.
You're not a squirrel. I'm out of here.
So that's the outside part of the house. House number 2, we're not sure we like.
Neighborhood seems a little iffy.
Iffy neighborhood. So we're in house number 3. Just this.
Are we filming?
Roll sound. Sound production, take 2.
We're at Zoe's kitchen for the first time ever. So, see how good it is.
Yeah.
I might need some of that pita.
Yeah, I'll probably cook.
Share a
This
little
is
bit.
what we ordered. Yeah.
So we both got the steak kebabs, and we both got roast vegetable. Okay, no, it comes with roast vegetables, and then I got other roast vegetables on the side. I got rice, but it's a little bit of rice. You got the fruit and the pita, and I still say we just share everything a little bit. So we each get to have some, mostly because I want that piece of pineapple that's staring me in the face.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more honest reviews from us, John and Asia, just, please click subscribe and comment below places that we should try next. Maybe it's in your area, or maybe it's in our area, or it's in anybody's area. I don't know, just comment below. So yeah, Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye.